Hello, I'm Judy Green and I'd like to welcome you to the Great Stupa's first and hopefully last virtual Illumin8 festival. We're so sorry that the live festival had to be cancelled and we apologise for any inconvenience that this has caused. Illumin8 is a celebration of peace and harmony that commemorates the birthday, date of enlightenment and date of passing of the Buddha. All these important dates in the Buddha's life took place on the same date, the full moon of the 4th month of the lunar calendar. In many Buddhist cultures, this is known as Vesak, and in the Tibetan tradition, it's known as Saga Dawa. I wish to take this opportunity of thanking our major sponsors for this virtual Illumin8, the Multicultural Commission of Victoria and the City of Greater Bendigo. I also want to thank all those who put so much time and effort into the planning of this year's event. I know how heartbreaking it must be for you to have to cancel Illumin8 2021 at the last minute. But I'm sure that the planning that has gone into this event will not go to waste, and as it will be of great benefit for the 2022 Illumin8, which we hope will be the biggest and best Illuminated ever. In accordance with the wishes of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the Great Stupa is designed to be an example to the world of peace and interfaith harmony. And so it is appropriate to commence our virtual Illumin8 with prayers for peace and harmony from some of the different faiths in our region. Thank you once again for catching up with this very different Illumin8, and see you in person in 2022.
Welcome to Choegyal Wurrung country, Jandak. Today we're going to do smoking, and we've got 3 plants that are here. We've got the gum, which is the elder, is wisdom, is wise, and will always look after us. So these are the gum we have here. We've also got the cherry bel-air, which is green, and that is about our dependency and interconnectedness with each other and how we work together. And the acacia is important because it's used for our tools and our artifacts, and they're the things that help sustain us in the world. And by putting these 3 plants onto the fire and doing the smoking, it turns our thinking to the importance of our culture and our traditions, and then we use the smoke from the fire to cleanse each other. So let's do that now. Choegyal, welcome to country. Wenjaniak mang yaram morupuk, delkap morupuk.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land, the Choegyal, and pay my respects to their elders past and present and emerging, and elders from other communities who may be joining us this evening. Thank you for the invitation to address the Great Stupa of Universal Compassion Illumin8 2021 Festival. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge the tremendous work that has gone into the preparation of this year's festival by Ian and Judy, the staff, performers, musicians, stall holders, and the many volunteers. I commend the Great Stupa's Festival Organising Committee for thinking creatively at such short notice and for providing a virtual Illumin8 festival. I understand that many people are disappointed that the festival cannot take place in its normal way due to the COVID restrictions, but I know that you understand that the health and safety of those participating and attending events such as this is vitally important. Victorians have wholeheartedly embraced this magical festival since it began, which celebrates peace and harmony and commemorates the birth, enlightenment, and passing of Buddha. Illumin8 has become indispensable to our growing multicultural community throughout Victoria, and it truly is a celebration and an interfaith partnership that shines light on the positive and creative contribution of all Victorians of many faiths. The Great Stupa is one of the top tourist and cultural attractions of our region, and I know we all look forward to again visiting and welcoming visitors. While the spectacular animated light and fireworks show will not take place this year, I hope you will enjoy the multicultural performers and musicians that are performing tonight via this virtual link. Please take care, stay safe, and look after each other. By staying apart, we can keep each other safe. And like you, I look forward to once again enjoying the exceptional delights of Illumin8 on site at the Great Stupa. I hope you enjoy tonight's celebration. Thank you.
Hi, the Illumin8 Festival of Light and Peace celebrates Buddha's life. It's a significant event in Bendigo's calendar. This year, due to COVID restrictions and uncertainties, the event will be online and virtual. We hope that you enjoy it, and we look forward to getting back together next year when we can celebrate in person.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والله يدعو إلى دار السلام ويهدي من يشاء إلى صراط مستقيم للذين أحسنوا الحسنى وزيادة ولا يرهق وجوههم قتر ولا ذلة أولئك أصحاب الجنة أولئك أصحاب الجنة هم فيها خالدون. Verse 25-26, chapter number 10.
Today we celebrate the birth and enlightenment of the Buddha with a festival dedicated to the light and peace of harmony. Tonight we have a spectacular performances and light shows and fireworks that will enthrall and illuminate.
And eventually Bimo succeeded in cracking their heads together. Now we owe you a great depth of gratitude, Bimo, for returning us to our true forms. What can we give to you?
On the full moon of the 5th month, 623 years before Christ was born, a child named Siddhartha was born to the king and queen of the Shakya clan in Lumbini, Nepal. On the night that she had conceived this special child, the boy's mother, Queen Maya, had a vision that a white elephant descended from heaven and entered her womb. 10 months later, while resting in a beautiful forest surrounded by sweetly scented flowers, Queen Maya gave birth to the child. Instead of pain, the mother experienced bliss and witnessed many auspicious signs. It is said that after his birth, the child took 7 steps and a lotus appeared under each foot. He had one hand pointing upwards and one pointing downwards, which according to many signified that he would become master of heaven and earth. His father, King Suddhodana, fearing he would lose their precious son to the spiritual path, instructed the palace servants to make sure they never let the prince out of their sight. But, like any small boy, the prince found ways of breaking the rules. He would dress up like a common person and sneak out to see the real world beyond the palace walls. What he saw shocked the child. So much suffering. The pain of birth, sickness, violence, old age, and even death. Eventually, at the age of 29, the prince pleaded with his parents to let him go to a peaceful place in the forest, to engage in deep meditation to make his human life meaningful. Fearing his only son would be lost to his kingdom, the king refused to let him go. The king tried all means to prevent his son from leaving the palace. He surrounded the prince with beautiful women, dancers, singers and musicians to charm him. And in case the prince might attempt an escape, he posted guards around the palace walls. However, the prince's determination to leave the palace and enter a life of meditation could not be shaken. One night, he used his special powers to send the guards and attendants into a deep sleep while he made his escape. For 6 long years, Siddhartha followed many different teachers and privations without success. He even tried living without food or drink until he nearly killed himself. Thankfully, a milkmaid named Sujata offered him life-giving milk and rice. Eventually, he sat under a Bodhi tree in Bongai and vowed to stay in meditation until he attained enlightenment. After 7 days under the Bodhi tree, the prince became the Buddha, which is the Sanskrit word for awakened one. This moment of enlightenment was under the same full moon of the 5th month that he was born under 35 years earlier, and that he would pass away under at the age of 80. The same full moon that rises above us here tonight.